جايين من كل مكان للصويرة زينة البلدان زوروا ونرجع فرحان كالضبيل وللهيلولة حوض السلاح وثوم حيلة نضربوا شوفار هاد الليلة.
This Devat Torah Leishmat, my mother, Madeleine Mazal, Bat Mohamed Simcha, Zichron Libracha. Be'ezat Hashem, Sunday night, we will be celebrating Chanukah. And the Gemara asked, "My Chanukah, why you do Chanukah?" And the Gemara said, because the Hashmonaim, they fight the Greek, they throw them away from Eretz Israel, and they finish the war on the 25 of Kislev. First thing they did, they came to the Beit HaMikdash. They started to clean the Beit HaMikdash, and they light, and they were looking for oil to light the menorah, and they find a small bottle of oil for one day, and they had a bitachon on Hashem, and they prayed to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that it will be bracha on that oil till they will do a new oil, and it was a big miracle that that oil remained alight during 8 days. So that's why we do Chanukah, to remember the nays that happened in the Beit HaMikdash. Beseder. Now there is the Bach. The Bach is a big tzaddik who asked a question. He said, but why Hashem? What happened exactly that the Jewish people, they lost their what happened exactly that they got influence from the Greek, and nearly they forgot the whole Torah. Why? I mean, everything begins with something, God forbid, Hashem Yishmor, the cancer. It starts with nothing. If you don't take care of that cancer, Hashem Yishmor, then it will spread all over the body, and it's finished. Baruch Hashem, how many times I hear people that they told me, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, I just went to the doctor for something. The doctor said, well, there is something in your face, you have to check it. And then it was cancer. And Baruch Hashem, when you take care in the beginning, so you can be, it's very good. But Hash v'Shalom, if you don't take care of something from the beginning, Hashem Yishmor is the end. So the Bach asked a question. What happened to be assimilated with the Greek? That means something happened. But what happened? From what everything started? And the Bach said, everything started with Hitrashlut ba'avodah. Because the Kohanim, they were a little bit lazy in the Beit HaMikdash. One day they sacrificed the Korban Tamid. One day no. One day they light the menorah. One day no. One day they come early. One day they come late. As you know, the Kohanim, they are symbolic. From the Kohanim we learn how to serve Hashem. If the Kohanim don't care about the Beit HaMikdash, so unfortunately the Jewish people, they learn from them, so they take example from them. So as well, they started to serve Hashem with atzlut, laziness. My friend, this is the reason how it started everything. You have to know something. We seen Avraham Abinu, all his service to Hashem, it was always Vayashkem, Vayarotz, Vayelech. Always, he woke up early, he stand up, he goes. This is the Avodat Hashem of the Avot HaKadoshim, and that's the way we have to learn. To learn, when it comes to Avot Hashem, you have to do it quick. Don't say, like the Mishnah said, mitzvah ba'a le'adecha. If a mitzvah came to your hand, al tahmitzena. Don't give it up. Do it quick. And don't say, I will do it tomorrow. Maybe it will be not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow you will lose it. Maybe tomorrow you will be busy. Never say tomorrow. Never push. Always, even when you decide to give a present to your wife, so do it quick. Don't say tomorrow, because maybe tomorrow she will be angry against you. Why didn't you buy her the present for her birthday? So everything you have to be always doing things quick. So the Bach explained, because the Kohanim, they were lazy. Ils ont négligé. They were a little bit lazy. And their Avodat Hashem on the Beit HaMikdash. So they give a bad example to the Jews, and that's the way how we started. As you know, when you are lazy in Avodat Hashem, the service of Hashem, you go down, 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 till at the end you leave everything. Don't forget, every Jew, he is like a Beit HaMikdash. ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם. The Torah said, Hashem, he said to Moshe Rabbeinu, build me a Beit Mikdash, but I will resign, I will live inside them. So the question is, so why we want the Beit HaMikdash for, if Hashem will resign or no, on us? The Beit HaMikdash is only a sample of a house of Hashem. But the real house of Hashem, it's me, it's you, it's us. ועשו לי משכן, Hashem wants us to build, to make out of our body a house of Hashem. If we do that, so Hashem will resign on us. So it tops that. So now you understand. Because the Kohanim, bitrashlo ba'avodah, because the Kohanim, they become lazy in the service of the Beit HaMikdash, so as you know, the Beit HaMikdash, it's me. So if, Has v'shalom, I become a lazy to serve, to use my own body that is a Beit HaMikdash, I don't use it for Hashem, so unfortunately, little by little, we lose everything. I know a lot of people, you know, I am 70 years old, and I saw thousands of people in my life, and I can certify, I can tell you that I saw a lot of people that they left the religion only because they push. I do that tomorrow. I will do it later. I will come tomorrow to study. When you start like that, the end will be catastrophe. And I would like to tell you a small story. There was Rabbi Elhanan Wasserman alav shalom. He was a Talmid of the Chavetz Chaim. This Rav, before, when unfortunately he was killed by the Nazi in the Shoah. Unfortunately, he was a big tzaddik, you know. He was in London, he was collecting money for yeshiva, and he wanted to go back to Poland, and they told him, don't go, because there they killed Jewish people. Don't go. He told them, how can I not go? My yeshiva is there. My family. If they have to die, I want to die with them. At least I want to be symbolic. I want to be there. I want to comfort them. I have to go. When he arrived to Poland, the Nazi, they started to laugh at him. They told him, you came, you made a suicide. He didn't answer. They let him go to his city. His son, he wanted to give him a present. He told him, Papa, I'll never give you a present for all what you did for me. I love you, Papa. You give me a good Achamaim, and I want to give you, I bought for you a pair of shoes. This is for you. And we don't know how long we live, but at least Kibud Avaim. I give you this pair of shoes. The father, Rabbi Elhanan Wasserman, he was happy. And then, the next day, the son, he saw his father, he changed the pair of shoes. So he asked his father, Papa, but the shoes that I bought you yesterday, that I give you yesterday as a present, it fits you. So why you don't do them? Why you use the old one? He said, my son, I have to tell you something. The shoes that you bought me, I have to close them. There is a lasses, you know, that I have to close them. My original shoes are old, but I just put my foot in the shoes, and in a second already I can walk. But with the shoes that you give me, I have to bend, I have to open the laces, and I have to close them, and it's Bitul Torah. I cause Bitul Torah. Bitul Torah for a few seconds. Do you call that Bitul Torah? Well, for Rabbi Elhanan Wasserman, that it's a Bitul Torah. Why? That's for Abir Basaman. If I miss few seconds from my limit, from my study, maybe after I will miss 3 minutes, and then 5 minutes. So I will never give a chance to the tzara that I will miss few minutes from Limud Torah. You know, one day he came to the Chafetz Chaim. He told him, "I have a good news for you, Rebbe." What the good news? I had a baby boy, Baruch Hashem. I received a telegram, and I have to go for the Brit Milah. I'm Abi Aben. So the Chafetz Chaim asked him, "Really, you want to go?" So he said, "Of course, it's my son." He said, so he told him, "What about Bitul Torah? What about Bitul Torah? By going, you will do Bitul Torah. You will miss a lot of hours of Torah. But Rabbi, it's my son, and there is a mitzvah that I have to be in the Brit Milah." So the Chafetz Chaim told him, "But you can do that mitzvah Aidi Shaliach. You can send somebody instead of you, and they will become your Shaliach. And if somebody wants to divorce his wife, he can send her the get, because the Torah said you have to give her the get in her hand. But if you have a Shaliach, you make a Shaliach somebody, he can be like you, and he give her the get. She's divorced. So he can do the mitzvah Aidi Shaliach." And that's what he did. Who can do that? Tell me, who can do that? Only people who knows what it is, the Torah. Now, Rabotai, my Rebbe, Alav Shalom, Reb Chaim Shmuel Lopian, he was the son of Abilio Lopian. He was a big tzaddik. Before he passed away, I went to see him, and we were talking, and I saw that he was touching his face. And then I saw that he was touching his foot. And then I saw that he was, I told him, "Rav, is in a way your body hurt you?" He said, "Well, Baruch Hashem, I have problems in my teeth, I have problems in my hand." He was about 80-year-old. I told him, "I'll bring you a doctor, I pay." He said, "No, don't worry. When I study Torah, nothing hurts me. But now because I talk to you, and so I says, I'm the problem." No, he says, Haz Shalom. But just, I want to tell you, when I study Torah, nothing hurt me. You can imagine, because the Torah was, part of them. And this is Rabotai Hanukkah. Why we do Hanukkah? When we sit in front of the menorah, and we see the menorah, and we are not allowed to use the light of the menorah, only to look at the menorah. What do we think at that moment? Yesterday, somebody came to see me. He had a big problem, psychological problem, and nobody helped him. I gave him an advice. I told him, "Look, you call me next week, you give me the news. Sit in front of the menorah and look at it. Look at the light. And you think, Hashem, the same way you did Nisim, miracles to our parents, do it for me. I want to become normal." He said, "By doing that, I'll be good." I said, yes. If you do that with Emunah, it will work. Yes, I believe that it will work. So Rabotai, when we sit in front of the menorah, and we see the light of the menorah, and we think, all the Nisim that Hashem did with us, and we will think, what happened? Why the Greek, they close the Beit HaMikdash? Why they push the Jewish people not to do Torah mitzvot? Why all this? Why? Because they were lazy in the service of Hashem. So because they were lazy of the service of Hashem, so they went down spiritually till, unfortunately, nearly they become assimilated. So so I have to be careful that will not happen to me, not to me, to my family. So that means that work. That means that by looking at the menorah, it reminds you, don't repeat what they did, the Kohanim, and because of the Kohanim, Am Israel took example for them, and they nearly lost the religion. Now I finished. Now you understand why this miracle came only in the hand of the Kohanim. Why? Because of the Kohanim, because of them, the Greek, because of them, they were a bad example to the Jewish people, and because of them, the Jewish people, they become lazy in the service of Hashem. So now, what it is a reparation, it came through the Kohanim. After the winning of the war, because the Kohanim, why not the soldiers went to the war? Because there was no soldier to go to fight the Greek, because most of them, they were assimilated. The only people who were not assimilated, they were the children of Mattatya, Kohen Gadol. So they went, they fight, and now what they did after? First thing they did, we have to repair what we did before. Before we were lazy in the Avodat Hashem. Now we have to show the Bnei Israel that we are not lazy, that now we are working hard. We want to bring back the Torah to our people, to the Jewish people. First thing they did, they went to the Beit HaMikdash with a lot of courage, and then the nest started from them. So that means, Rabotai, that if we want to be Be'ezat Hashem, to remain Jew with Hashem, with the Torah, we have to take all the time, the opportunity, when a mitzvah comes to your hand, do it quick. Don't wait. If you wait, you will lose it. And then another mitzvah will come because you lost the first one. So mitzvah goret mitzvah, va'avera goret ha'avera. When you do a mitzvah, that mitzvah push you to do another mitzvah. When you don't do a mitzvah, so when the mitzvah will come to your hand, you will not do it. But this is Chanukah. May Hashem give you bracha v'atzlacha b'yehud, and Shakadosh Baruch Hu yitן לכם Chag Sameach, Chanukah Sameach. Yesterday a woman, I told her Chag Sameach, and she told me Chanukah Sameach. Then again, Chag Sameach, because she was talking every time. So every time, every time she repeat Chanukah Sameach. I told her, but it's the same. You know what she said? It's not the same. Chanukah Sameach. I said, Chag Sameach. Chanukah, it's Chag. No. Chanukah, it's not a Chag. It's Chanukah Sameach. Sameach. So I understood she's right. Chanukah is the mitzvot that we have to do them b'simcha.